Coach, you guys have played them Point Loma 3 times, right, this season before today's game. So, I guess what does it mean to kind of get this victory over them in such, a high stakes game?
Yeah, I mean, it's why we're playing. It's why we're here, right? I think we deliberately set our schedule against the best teams in the West region early in the year. Um, and they did. They kind of beat us up a little bit early in the year. And I think they beat us up a little late. One, because they're just a really good team. We played them the second week of the season. They're coming off their national championship run. They were runners up. So they knew their team. We were still figuring out our team. I mean, I don't think Dressler was in the lineup at that point. I don't think Murchison was in the lineup or Ingman was in the lineup. And this guy was coming off surgery and he was pitching probably 2 innings at a time. And I just think the whole idea is to build your season, right? And you start from the very beginning and you try and identify the guys that can play and what situations you should put them in. And after 40 or 50 games, I think you get a pretty good feel for it. And after that amount of time, too, our team just has belief and they're just a good team. And it does feel good to knock them out for sure.
And one for you, Dressel. By the way, I went to Willow Glen, so I saw you go there. So Mount Hamilton division over here, yeah. But you made a lot of great plays today, and I just kind of want to get to this where people watch, right, playing the hot corner and whatnot, and they don't understand how fast that ball's coming at you. I mean, there was one play where it was like bang, bang, right into the glove. So can you kind of tell me your preparation, I guess, what goes into just being like that cat-like at third base?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit of adjustment for me. I'm naturally more in the middle infield. So, you just make a little bit of adjustment, pre-pitch and stuff. But it's just about being in the right mental space over there, expecting like a rocket to be hit at you. And then you're ready for it, and you just got to go out and trust yourself and make the play.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that double play was kind of like a big momentum shift in the game? I know it was early, but being in that dugout, you could kind of feel everything kind of turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Any play like that where we turn two, it's big. It gives us momentum, and it's plays that have to be made, especially during this time of the year.
Keeps his pitch count down too, right? I mean,
I love it.
You get one pitch and you get 2 outs, and you could pot if that ball gets through. All of a sudden, there's a lot of pressure, and it's going to add to his pitch count, add the pressure, and just allows you to relax a little bit. So, I mean, and that's what we do. We have a whole infield full of shortstops, right? I remember watching way back in the day. Stanford won a national championship, I don't know, 30 years ago or something. They had 9 shortstops in their lineup, and I've always remembered that. And I think that a lot of times high school shortstops are some of the best athletes. I mean, this guy was a shortstop in high school, and Dressler is, could easily be our shortstop, and maybe our shortstop next year. You just don't know. I think the idea is to bring in good players that are athletic and have agility and can play the infield. And I mean, it shows today. His hands are really good.
Nate, talk about a little bit about getting those big ground balls when you needed them. A couple times, not just the 5-4-3, but the 6-4-3 with nobody out.
Yeah.
It gets us out of the inning. Are you pitching to that, or is it some kind of special focus that I need this ground ball? So
definitely pitching to it. I mean, it's like you said, it really helps with the pitch count. If you can get 2 on one pitch, it really just changes the flow of the game, takes away the momentum. I mean, everyone loves strikeouts, but it's a lot more effective in the long run to get that.
I got to ask. Speaking of strikeouts, what did you throw to Christian to get him in the 7th inning? Because you had him way out front.
Yeah, it was a breaking ball. After I think it was the 4th inning, 3rd inning, whatever it was, he wasn't getting another fastball after that. The thing might not have landed yet.
Yeah.
The kid's pretty good.
Yeah.
That kid's pretty good. I don't know what that was. I know he hit one yesterday, or hit one in the first game against Pomona, and another one. So I don't know if that's 28 on the year.
Yes.
I mean, Thank goodness they're going home, because he could have been in the 30s at some point. The kid's a pretty darn good player.
Yeah.
And Nate, I was gonna ask you too. Going up against a really highly powered offensive team like Point Loma, what was your game plan going into it from a pitcher standpoint? Keeping the ball low or maybe mixing in the off speeds. But I don't know if you pitched against them before earlier in the season. So I was wondering, like, what was the compare and contrast from those previous times?
Yeah, so last time, we learned last time they can hit and they're going to punish you for sure. And it's just, you really got to be locked in. Can't try and get out of your rhythm. You got to focus on each pitch, making sure that you don't leave it up or leave it in a spot where they can hit. Because as you'll see, they they'll hit it.
You left one up.
Yeah. you miss with these guys, and they're going to make you pay. I mean, they were runners up last year for a reason. You know, they can play. There's no debate about that.
And what was your mindset, I guess, after giving up that homer? Just one pitch at a time, or what were you thinking? After
Pretty
that?
much, just kind of minimize. It's a playoff game, and we have a really good offense, and it's one of those where we knew that being down one, that wasn't beating us. We're the type of team where we were down 8-0 a week ago, and we ended up winning that. So it's one of those where you take one pitch at a time, you minimize the momentum, and just get us back in.
And Coach, can you kind of explain to me, for the people who don't know, about what's going on tomorrow for tomorrow's game?
Yeah, so one game tomorrow. It's us and Cal Poly Pomona. It's the first game of basically a best of 2 out of 3. And so game time's at 12. We're going to be the visiting team at our home ballpark. But you know, like I tell these guys all the time, it's just the way we like it. Anything that anyone wants to throw out in front of us, we're going to face it head on and get after it. And we can't wait to play tomorrow, and we can't wait to play again on Saturday. And like I've said a bunch of times, we just can't wait to make this area proud of our university and our baseball program. And we're really appreciative of you all being here and covering what we're doing. And